Subscribe, follow, like, share. Last Bell Boxing. These guys give you all the exclusives, and next time I get my fight date, it's going to be exclusive on here as well. So make sure you give them all a follow.
Welcome to the latest special of Last Bell Boxing, joined by panel regulars Brett from Canada. Good afternoon, I'm guessing, Brett.
What are we? 11:30 in the morning, mate. So approaching.
I'm from a slightly less glamorous location. I won't reveal it, Mick. But Mick, how you going?
Good, thanks, pal. Very good. Thanks for having me on again.
No worries. So we're going to talk about all things Deontay Wilder. So we're going to talk about his upcoming fight against a well-known Tyrell Herndon. That I've had to check his name. And then we're going to talk about where he belongs at the minute in the heavyweight landscape. So I'll come to you first, Brett. We'll talk about how we think this fight is going to go. I think I know what you're going to say, but I'll pass the floor to you. Give us your breakdown of this fight.
Well, I honestly feel like, I've been quoted as saying it's as big a setup as a Jake Paul fight. And what I mean by that is that he's going to look absolutely destructive because he needs to. So the powers that be have put somebody in front of him that he's going to not completely spark out. We're all going to say, is he back? Is Wilder back? Is he regained his powers? Is he a force again? And then we'll start talking about the AJ matchups. Because probably everyone's sick of me talking about AJ, and we've done a couple of specials on it, but it's very, very interesting that AJ has gone super quiet. Now, I don't know whether that is because he's gone, he's done, he's finished, or is he looking at this fight because he knows that the setup is he's going to spark somebody out, and then that's going to be the fight and not the Fury fight. So, it don't take a brain surgeon to work out that this guy's there to be knocked out. I did hear somewhere that he used to be a sparring partner of his, but other than that, yeah, I did hear somewhere he used to be a sparring. So he knows him, which further leads into the point of, let me give you a few quid to knock your spark out.
Well, I've been looking through his resume. I mean, a Jagba took him out in round one, right? So if that's a measure of this guy, Wilder ain't going to take much longer, is it?
I can't see it going past 3 rounds, mate. And if it does, then yeah, there's something probably wrong here.
Mick, coming to you. So similar to Brett, do you think this is a gimme job to prep him up for a big fight?
That's all they've been set up for, isn't it? He's obviously linked up with that new matchmaker, Nelson Lopez, who used to work with Golden Boy. They're going to look at this one, probably one more, and then set up the AJ fight. But like Brett said, make him look destructive, make him look like it's the old Wilder. But you've already said, a Jagba on his pro debut took him out in the first round. I don't think it gets outside of the first round, even with a shot Wilder. He hasn't thrown the right hand properly since 2022 against Helenius. I think we'll see it Friday, and then, yeah, I don't see anything big happening from Wilder. He's shot. That's it. We can put him in against journeyman. I've heard the same as Brett with regards to him being an ex-sparring partner, so you can imagine he's just brought in as a cannon fodder, and that's about it for me.
Coming back to you, Brett, can we make any case that this is going to be a competitive fight? What about it? We don't really know what Wilder's got left, though, do we?
I mean, look, of course we can, mate, because we've seen these we've seen these people come and try and make a name for himself. Like, if he's game and Wilder is shot and he beats Wilder, then he gets another money fight. Like, at the end of the day, he's got to pay his mortgage. But I kind of feel like he's been handsomely paid, knowing that he's going to get knocked out. And he'll also be quite feared of him, because if he has been a former sparring partner, they all say, even David Hayes said, when he hits you in sparring, you know about it. So if he does hit and he does land, then it's good night. But it's interesting that I thought he might take a couple of rounds. I mean, do either of you two think he's going to come out like Stavern-esque, where he's wild, or do you think he's just gonna box behind the jab to set up the big right hand?
I think he comes out and takes him out. I don't think he is. I don't think he sees the second round. I think he'll get sparked.
I don't think he's as wild as he was in the Stavern second fight. I think he's more Robert Helenius style, where he tries to sit behind the jab, but he catches Herndon on the way in. Short, sharp right hand on the way in. Good night.
And just a bit of a segue into American boxing. Where do you put Wilder in the current ranking of American fighters, in amongst the likes of Anderson, Miller, Hunter? They're struggling, aren't they, Americans, for an heavyweight? Brett, that's you, fella.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, the thing is, it's like Wilder still deserves the respect of amongst the crop that you just talked about there, for us to be excited about him coming back this weekend. I know everyone knows it's a gimme, but we want him to do it because we want to see him in one more big fight. Just because he's charismatic, he brings stuff to the press conferences, he does have that destructive right hand. And we know, like Mick says, we haven't seen it since Hellenius. But amongst all that, if you go off his last fight, you would expect a few of them to roll him over. To be honest, if we're going off that, big baby Miller, big, not Jared Anderson, the big one. I would expect that he would deal with him. To be honest,
and maybe Towers deserves a mention in that lot as well, right? Mick,
what was that? You cut out there, mate.
And, also, probably Torres, deserves a mention within them lot as well, doesn't he? Really?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I genuinely don't see Wilder inside of the top 4 of just American fighters. I really don't. So like Brett said, I think all of them guys that you've just mentioned all deal with them in different ways. But we can't. We've got to respect what Wilder's done. I mean, he's probably the boxing-wise, probably the worst or one of the worst heavyweight champions we've ever had for ability as a boxer. But he's got the equalizer.
Yeah.
And any boxer or any world champion who's had 10 title defenses, you've got to throw respect at them.
The irony is, though, mate, I thought he did quite well in that. Was it his second fight where he tried to box a little bit more against Tyson Fury? I thought he did quite well in that fight, and he showed me. I think the third. I thought he had, to be honest.
I think it was the third. The first one was obviously the draw. The second one was the 7-round destruction, wasn't it? And then the third one, yeah, that's probably his best performance. Yeah, probably. Yeah, and I think that was it then.
He smashed Fury's body to bits. There was a real game plan. It's the first time he put a game plan together.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he got exposed because Fury was not scared of his right hand.
Yeah,
I know he sat him down twice, but once you take that invincibility of his right hand away, I thought he was tremendous that night. And that was before you said that. I was going to ask you both, like, that version of Wilder that fought Fury that night. Does that version beat current version of AJ?
Yes.
If he could turn up like that.
Definitely. He lands and that's it. I mean, Fury, you would argue, has got a better chin than AJ.
And a better boxer.
For sure.
Yeah.
So that would be a very intriguing fight, though, if that ever happened, Brett. If Wilder can get back to that level, it's probably a different conversation to what we have in a minute, but there's nothing suggests that from his last 2 outings, right?
No, but at the end of the day, even if he just rolls this guy over in round 1 or whatever, and we all get excited, and you know what, hopefully the showcase reel is everybody's going to be retweeting it, everybody's talking about Wilder again, and then fair enough. I'm all right with this 2-shot fighters fighting each other. Do you know why? Because I'd rather see it than never see it. Do you know what I mean?
And it's exciting, right? It's exciting. Who's going to land on the button first? That's what it is, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's why we love Deontay Wilder. Yeah. He gives us viral moments. Yeah. Time after time, he gives us viral moments, whether it be in a press conference or whether it be in a fight. It's viral. Nigh on every time.
Those two Ortiz fights, he was getting battered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Battered.
Yeah.
And then that just, I mean, yeah, we can't not get excited by him. Look, if as purists, we've all been saying the same thing since Fury exposed him. You know, he hasn't got the technical ability of an out-and-out boxer. He can't sit behind a jab, but he's got an equalizing kit that puts most men to sleep, right?
Yep.
Since then, since he got exposed by Fury, Parker's exposed him, and Zhang's exposed him. And so there you go. Bigger guys that are just like not worried about it, because it's almost like the timing of the right hand is off now.
Yep.
There's a hesitation with the throwing of it, isn't there? That they didn't used to be. But would you, Brett, would you say because Fury was the first to defeat him, you're saying that Fury's the one who exposed them? I would argue that and say the one who exposed the game plan to beating Wilder was Ortiz, because Ortiz showed how to take round after round away from him. He just got caught by the right hand again, whereas Fury got caught but took the shot.
I think Fury was the first one good enough to execute the game plan, right? It was good enough to do it.
Well, if a man, the thing is though, I know we talk about Fury's chin, and I give him a load of crap, as you know. But when he's landed that absolute right hand in this final round, and then Fury's got up and pasted him.
Yep.
He noosed. Fury knew straight away after that.
Fury said that. Yep. Fury said that, Brett, didn't he? He said that was a moment when I realised how to beat this guy.
It was to step forward on him.
Push him back. Yep.
Yeah, so it's not always about trying to box his head off and miss. Because even Parker pushed him back, by the way. Yep. Parker stepped forward on him.
Yeah.
And then obviously
bully.
Stepped forward on him.
Yep. So what we're going to do to finish this video off is I've got approximately 20 fighters that I want you to just answer yes or no whether Wilder beats them or not. And I'll alternate between the two of you.
Okay.
I'll start with you, Brett. Just a yes or no whether Wilder beats Yuri Fiora.
Yes.
Mick, Fraser Clark.
Yes.
Brett, David Adelaide.
No.
Mick, Moses Atuma.
Not a chance.
Work with me, guys. Work with me. Brett, Dillian White.
Oh.
That's a good fight.
Oh, you killed me there.
That's a good fight.
And thank you for giving me time to edit this as well to get the pictures popping up. So you take your time, fella.
You know what? I'll back him. I'll back Dill. No, you don't beat him.
Okay. Jared Anderson, Mick.
No.
Baby Miller.
No.
Here's one. Mick, Lawrence Okola.
What an awful fight. Yes.
Ergovich, Brett.
No.
Here's what. No, it's the way it's fell, Brett, so don't be crying on me. Mick, AJ.
No.
You sat out, Mick. You sat out. Oh, together. Brett Caballero.
No.
Mick Wardler.
No.
Brett Bacola.
No.
Can you imagine them slugging it out?
No.
Mick Fran Sanchez.
Yes.
Brett Michael Hunter.
Yes.
Mick Joe Joyce.
Yes.
Brett Andy Ruiz Jr.
Styles, no.
I'll get my teeth in for this one. Mick Jelanov.
No.
And last one, Brett Pulev.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. That gives us a good measure of where you think he is.
I can't believe with all of the speculation you didn't chuck Dave Allen in there.
No.
I didn't fancy that one. I didn't fancy it.
No, that'll be a video. There's method to my madness, Mick. I'm going to do a video on that separately. Should it be announced? Because I think that might be announced.
Second, so this warm up fight, then Dave Allen.
Yeah, I think so. So, and then let's not get into that one now, guys. But we can do a separate video on that one because that one's quite an intriguing one. It'd be very interesting if I might run this back next week after the fight on Friday and see if you change your mind about any of them 20. Hold that thought. We might learn a lot on Friday about Wilder and where he is, right? Okay, Brett, any comments from you before we bring the video to an end? Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. All I'll end on with this is that I love this conversation. You know why? Because we as people that love the sport, we're not ruling these so-called shot guys out. I think at some point, Carl, I'd love to get into it about why we rubbish fighters off so quickly to give them a chance. Look, the bottom line is he might be shot, right? But every single one of us, you know, Mick said it earlier, the highlight reels that this guy's created us over the years, we'll give him another chance. And if he does do what he's supposed to do, we'll give him another chance after that.
And there's a great backstory to why he got into boxing, isn't there? A great
Fantastic.
backstory.
Yeah.
Fantastic
You've got
backstory.
to respect him for that, haven't you?
Yeah, fantastic.
Mick, anything from you, young man?
No, it's like Brett said. We always were quick to write off these fighters, but this guy's earned the right to have another shot and another after that. He's done the hard yards. He deserves it. So fair play to him. Let's hope he comes through in devastating fashion, which I expect he will. The next one, and then we have a big one.
Okay.
I'm happy to see him and AJ get it on finally.
Yeah, sounds like a Riyadh season card fight that to me in December, quite possibly.
Yeah.
So, agree, disagree? Please post your comments below. Getting some great traction at the minute on the channel with people. Seems to be hammering me, to be honest. I don't quite know what I've done. Like, comment, subscribe. This has been Last Bell Boxing, proudly sponsored by LW Lifting and SC Travel. And I end the video by saying, I'm always right. I'm never wrong. So post your comments below and I'll happily reply. Take care, guys. Thank you.